Hey, so I'm in on the pound Kiwi, and I've been in this trade for a couple of days now. I saw some potential, and I went ahead and took that trade and kept it moving. This is the pound Kiwi on the 15-minute. As you can see, it kind of went into a consolidation period. It just is going into small little range, but then again, on the pound, ain't nothing really small. But this thing is ranging like 50 pips. It's crazy. So. The reason I stayed in this trade, and as you can see, we're now in the money. We're about 30 pips up, right? So I've been in this trade. I weathered this storm of it going up. As you see, here's my entry, going down, came down, going up, going down, going up, going down. I weathered that storm, which normally I wouldn't do. But I noticed the longer I trade this particular pair, utilizing the triple arrow system, you get the feel as to what it might end up doing. Now, it can still be a loser. Let me be clear with you. It still could have been a loser up until this point, right? You never know what can happen even now. I'm in the money up, but you never know. What I'm looking at, though, let's go up to the 4 hour. What I'm looking at is I got triple arrows saying we due for a reversal, right? We're just getting ready to break the 50, right? Now, keep in mind, I didn't enter on the 4 hour time frame. So had I waited for the 4 hour, I would have just got in once this arrow closed above the 50. That's usually my rules. But I got in on a lower time frame. Okay, so that's a much different scenario. I still waited for the break of the 50 on a lower time frame, and I just stayed in it. So just so you're clear, this definitely is my strategy. Is how I enter the market. But on the 4 hour, it's just starting to set up. So this is why I'm gonna stay in the trade and see what happens. Let's go down to the hour. On the hour, we're in a tight channel. It was going up and down. It was never breaking below the 50, as you can see. We got these wicks to the downside, but it never actually broke below. Now, a couple hours ago, it did. So I got a little concerned. However, I stayed in it because, again, the upside potential was so great. So basically, is what I'm saying is this is mainly for my Facebook group. I wanted them to get a better understanding as to why I take the trades that I take, and so they can see some profit potential here. There's a lot of good upside to this trade. All right, my analysis is correct. We're talking about close to 400 pips. All right, now can we get all 400? Maybe. Will I be fine? Would I be great with 150? Absolutely. So just to be clear, you have to base it on your own strategy, and your strategy derives from a series of trades that you have taken and critiquing your own strategy. Therefore, sometimes if you are looking for a trade, you're only trying to get 20 pips, you get in, you get out. Other times you're saying, well, hold up, I think I see a nice intraday setup. Let's see how far we can go until the end of the day. Close the business, and I'm out. Then there are sometimes it might take a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks for this one trade to unfold. This is why I have multiple broker accounts. I do not allow any type of trading if I'm in a long-term account where I'm doing intraday. That will never happen. I did that early on. It doesn't pan out. Your win-loss ratio is crazy. You don't know what you did good, what you did wrong. So I like to separate my strategies per broker account. And it's important to do so anyway, because I don't keep all my money at one particular brokerage. I have other broker accounts. If you're in an unregulated broker, those are high risk accounts. So you want to be careful with that. And you always maintain some funds in the States because I'm in America. So on that note, I want to make sure my money is protected to some degree should anything go wrong. Things have been wrong throughout the years since I've been trading, so I wanted to make sure, even though I got all my money back, never had a problem there are risks associated with trading a unregulated broker account. Okay, now where I see this trade going, well, we just broke out. I mean, we literally just broke out of this scenario, so I'm not sure where it's going to go. What I am pushing for is for the triple arrows to stay in effect, and for me to get a nice sizable run to the upside. That's what I'm pushing for. So You know, right now we're standing around 20, 29, 28 pips. That's cool. You know, anybody a part of my six-figure challenge know that we are gearing up for a 20 pip a day move. That's like astronomical when it comes down to, you know, how you're compounding your account, how you're growing your broker account here. So just keep that in mind when we're looking for a swing trade, we're looking for intraday trade, or we're doing our daily intraday trading. I don't really want to call it a scalp because I don't want to use the term too much often with everything that's going on. So I don't want to get involved with any of that, you know, unrest that's taking place in our country. But I will say, you know, being a black man, I am well aware of what's going on, and I do feel some type of way. However, you know, at the end of the day, I look at a lot of these things as major distractions when you have a plan and you want to stay true to your plan. So I try not to mix conversations when we're trying to have a trading talk. All right. So just be clear. I'm not trying to be oblivious. I am just trying to stay focused, because those who don't want you to make money, don't want you to have financial freedom, they will throw curveballs your way. And it's up to you to accept that curveball or to reject that curveball. That's all I'm going to say. So as you can see, we're climbing up. What I see for today is probably a little up and down scenario, but you never know. So let's play it by ear and listen. This is one of many setups. Anybody know we have the new triple arrow system that's out. I am in testing. If you want to see my results, log on to my Facebook group. I will welcome you in, and we will go through the ins and outs of the Forex market. I have a couple of people in the group right now who are also interested in stocks, looking at the stock market. I have a couple of stock picks that I've been posting out there. Now, I'm not really a stock trader, but I do some. Okay, I trade currency all day, every day. Okay, but because of my triple arrow system, I have been well aware of certain trades like the S&P, the NASDAQ, the other stock markets in other countries. I've been well aware of certain profit potential. So that kind of got me over there saying, oh, well, you know what? I think I know when I'm going to get in. I think I know when I'm going to get out. Oh, shoot. I think I may want to take a couple of trades. And, you know, once you learn one strategy, let me be clear. Once you master a strategy and you made good money from it and you're consistently making money from it, then sure, you can add on another platform. All right. But do not take on more than you can handle. For anybody who's new to trading Forex, only trade 3 currency pairs for right now, period. All right. How do you know which one to pick? Well, listen to those who've been trading already. They're going to give you the best ones to pick. Fast movers or slow movers. Right. And then if you have any money issues right now, you might want to stay out the market. All right. Anybody who's frustrated financially will not make money in the currency market. You will lose your money. Whether you put in $50, whether you put in 1,000, you will lose your money. The way to trade the currency market, at least from my experience, it's my opinion that I only became profitable trading the markets when I started trading 2 separate broker accounts. That was number 1. Number 2, I only became profitable when I saw good setups in the market, meaning I didn't rely on anybody else. I didn't have any signals, none of that. But when I saw the entries and setups in the market, then finally I became profitable long term when I bought the triple arrow system. Because with the system comes with education. With the system comes with a group of people who are determined to help you succeed. Now hear me when I say this. We're not talking about, oh, well, here's our classroom, join in, you know, there's some recordings, cool. No, they are so determined. They get upset when you are not paying attention because they want you to succeed. This is not just about money. This is about a movement, a change, a change in direction when it comes down to the money leaving your pocket. We want more money in your pocket. The more money you have, the more money you can give. I think I'm going off on another tangent here. I'm sorry. Yeah, the time's got me a little high strung myself, but let me be clear with you guys. Once again, this setup is ready to go. It's prime. I put an alert out in my Facebook group. I told them about the setup, how it was gearing up, and literally no sooner than, like, what is it, 45 minutes, we had a breakout. I was not expecting a breakout. I was a little doubtful at this point because this thing was just ranging so bad, and now we're breaking out. So I'm just saying, triple arrow system, we got the setup. As you can see, the setup is very nice. It's very clean. Let's go to a higher time frame and see what's going on. Oh my goodness. As you can see, we have an M pattern. If you look at the longer span of this, disregard this long wick, we have an M pattern that set up, which if you was going short in the market, if you saw that pattern, you would have won like a fat rat. Boom. Stop. But then we hit the bottom of the channel. These white lines right here, top and the bottom, right? So we have the green arrow, the big arrow is covering it, but basically there is a bullish engulfing candle formation, which signal a turnaround, a reversal of some sort, right? So still don't know where we're going yet, but because we at the bottom of the channel, because it failed to break through that channel, because we have a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, and we now have the big arrow, it pretty much prompted me to say, okay, well, hold up, I think we're going to be going wrong in the market. So I went down to a lower time frame, right? Went down to the 15-minute. All right, where are we at? 15-minute. I got in, I got out of that one. Where are we at? Yeah, this was my entry. This is my entry over here. So we had a breakout. I got in, and the moment I got in, it was rejected, right? So anybody who knows, if you get in and you think you in a little too late, yeah, that might be a problem. So for me, because I felt that we was already at the end of the channel on a daily, I knew we might be having some upside potential. This is some serious drawdown, folks. I don't recommend it. I recommend waiting for the triple arrow, getting a break above the 50, and also a move above the 0 line on the MACD. That will get you out of a lot of potential drawdown. You still might have drawdown, of course, but it will at least get you out of some of it, Now, waited for the market to move. It kept ranging up, kept ranging down, kept ranging up, kept ranging down. And what I was looking for was a break below the 50. Now, we got the break below the 50, but after have all this ranging, it further confirmed with me, in my mind, based on my experience trading the triple arrow, that the further we are away from the triple arrow setup, the likeliness of it going in that direction, right? So you'll notice if you're trading a triple arrow and you're doing it on demo, you're doing it at 10 cents a pip, whatever, to see how it works, then you will know that sometimes on a lower time frame, that triple arrow will like go in your favor, but then drop, right? So we ain't talking about long, big moves on a smaller time frame, right? We're talking about short moves, get your money and get out. And then sometimes the triple arrow might repaint. So the big arrow might move, and all of a sudden the market moves down this way, that big arrow will move over here, right? So if that happens, generally it just means triple arrow is going to set up again because there was some momentum and the triple arrow called it. It went in that direction, but then got rejected. So just understand triple arrows do move, well, at least the big arrow out of the 3 arrows move, and you need to be well aware of that movement so you'll know based on a certain time frames how to play it. All right. Now we are having a little small pullback here. Let me go back to the larger time frame so we can see. This is happening live, folks. So I mean, just keep in mind this is what we've been waiting on. We've been waiting on this breakout. So this one candle right here is the 4-hour candle. So like I said earlier, it's bound to move up. It's bound to move down. We might have a longer term move down before we have our big move up. You see what I'm saying? But I am expecting it to go up. All right. Will it? Well, I'll give it about 65-70% chance that it will. All right. And I'm willing to risk this particular trade for it to happen. All right. That's because of experience. If it don't, it's no big deal. All right. That's one thing that as a trader, as a new trader, you're going to have to understand quickly. Do not get mad and upset when a trade don't work out, especially if you can check off your list that each confirmation went out without a hitch. It worked. You got triple arrows. We got a cross above the 50. We got a bottom of the channel. On a higher time frame, we're due for a pullback. Boom. How many more do you need? We got the MACD at the bottom. Okay, it made it right at the zero line. We're really at the entry. This is really an entry mark. You should be getting in. Now, triple arrows came in way over here, but as you can see, we're right at the same line as when triple arrows came in. So if you was to get it at this close, you would have been in some drawdown, right? This is why we wait for the 50 to get past the 50 moving average line, so we can avoid that drawdown. Man, this is some awesome stuff. This is some awesome stuff. Listen, I need y'all to join my my Facebook group. I go into detail on trades like this. I make it very clear. If you have any questions, hit me up. I am not playing around out here in these markets. I am getting it. All right, capital builders are making it work. That's all I got to say. Listen, if you have any other questions, if you want to do a one-on-one, right now I'm not charging anything. If you join the group, it's all free. You can get my time, my attention, and up until we get a certain number of people, then I may charge. It becomes a little bit too much. Right now, it's all free. So let's be clear. If you want to win, you want to go to the Facebook group and see all the winning trades that I've had. You want to see some of my losers, then go right ahead. Oh, Jeremy Cash is in. Another Forex trader that I actually look at. He's pretty cool, man. Check him out as well. Jeremy Cash. He got a YouTube channel, and I believe I'm watching him on Instagram as well. All right, now, talk to you guys later.